Okay, what's going on guys? This is Liam and welcome to yet another video of Tinnitus is not for life. Nor is hyperacusis, pulsatile tinnitus, vertigo, Meniere's disease, hearing loss or visual snow. And the best thing about all those things that I just listed off is in order to get rid of tinnitus, it's the same road to getting rid of visual snow. If you want to get rid of visual snow, you do the exact same thing as you would do to get rid of vertigo. I have a lot of people who follow me, and I get about 100 messages a day now, especially since this started rolling out. That causes it, by the way, in huge numbers, and it's fixable. But back to my point I was making before. People ask me, Liam, I say, guys, what questions do you have? What do you want to know? And people say, okay, I want to know specifically about pulsatile tinnitus. Okay, you want to know specifically about pulsatile tinnitus or Meniere's disease, vertigo, other auditory problems, or what about hearing loss that I got from this way or that way, or tinnitus from this way or that way? It doesn't matter. If you go through all of my testimonials, my video testimonials, you're going to see people that practically have the exact same story as you. I have so many video testimonials. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go through, if you don't know yet, I give live talks on Clubhouse for free. Okay, eventually I'm going to make it a subscription. You have to pay to do it, but for now it's for free, because it just is. And I had a lady call up who is, she was a mother of two. And she got tinnitus from this. I'm sure you know what that is by now. Everyone should know what that is. And, no one could help her, no one could fix her, no one could do anything. And she followed my advice for 5 months, which is a pretty short amount of time to follow my advice. And she reversed her hyperacusis and tinnitus 100%. So you're going to listen to me and her have a conversation for about 13 minutes. So enjoy that. And after that, what we're going to do is we're going to go through a bunch of messages that I put on Instagram. So maybe you've already seen it. A bunch of messages that I got from somebody who was telling me how they had tinnitus for 4 years. And now it's basically gone after following my advice for 6 months. And they got tinnitus from noise trauma. Guys, I really don't know what to tell you anymore. We've been talking about this for a long time. And for people, I have to say truly, for people who still think that broken stereocilia causes tinnitus, now you can break stereocilia, sure, but somebody please prove to me that broken stereocilia causes tinnitus, because I haven't seen any proof. I haven't seen any proof whatsoever. It's all associative, it's all rubbish. Look, you can break stereocilia, yes, and can you repair it? I don't think so. So there could be people running around with broken stereocilia who have tinnitus and don't have tinnitus. If broken stereocilia cause tinnitus and noise trauma causes stereocilia to break, which I do think it can, then how are people coming to me with noise trauma-induced tinnitus and then reversing their tinnitus in under a year? Again and again and again and again and again and again. That would not be possible if broken stereocilia causes tinnitus, which it doesn't. Ask your ENT. You'll say, excuse me, Dr. So-and-so, Mr. Otolaryngology expert, how can you show me some documents or proof that broken stereocilia causes tinnitus? Well, yes, here's an audiogram. Audiograms, we've spoken about that before, they're a joke. They don't prove hearing loss, they don't prove shit. Okay, if you have tinnitus, they don't prove hearing loss. They'll just say, oh, everybody knows. Or we were told this at medical school. Blah, blah, blah. All bullshit. So, let's listen to the audio together now.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
I can. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, I guess.
That's good. Are you with a name like that? You're Swedish or Finnish or?
I'm Polish, but I live in Norway.
Ah, there you go. Well, thanks for coming on.
I tried to message you on Instagram, but I guess you have a lot of people messaging you.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you what, I normally just answer questions on this thing now. I'm going to start it back up because, I get about 100 messages a day, new messages every day. So it's getting a bit out of hand. So I apologize about that, but here we are now.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of share my story and ask you one question.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Please do.
I took the Pfizer vaccine 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And after that, of course, I got the tinnitus and sound sensitivities and all of that.
Yep.
But it went away.
Yep.
I have followed some of your advice.
Yep.
But it happened like in the last 3 weeks, and it was acting very, very weird.
Yep.
I have been spending a lot of time outside on the sun, maybe 80% of my day, and grounding. So the timeline is around 3 weeks where it was acting very, very weird.
Yeah,
And then in the second week, I basically went deaf for 5 to 10 seconds.
yeah.
Why does it happen that when we have that we get those pitches that we can basically go deaf?
Okay, I just want to clarify the timeline. So you got the Pfizer vaccine 5 months ago, is that right?
Yeah,
And then, but you said it went away, the tinnitus. So you got tinnitus and hyperacusis from it, what, within instantly? You got those symptoms instantly or?
yeah, like 2 weeks after.
Okay, okay. And then when did it, you said, did both those symptoms go away, did you say?
Yeah, first the loud sensitivity, it went away around 2 months ago, and now I'm tinnitus free, maybe 3 or 4 days. So I'm hoping it's gonna stay that way.
Okay, and so how did it go away? Did you follow my advice for it to go away or did it just go away on itself or?
You know what? I have been following like 50% of your advice. I'm a mom to 2 kids, so I'm pretty
Oh,
busy.
no, that's fine, that's fine. So
Uh,
how
but
long, sorry, how long have you been following my advice for?
let's say around 2 months.
Okay, okay. So you had the symptoms, then you found me, you started following me, and now it's gone. The
Yep.
symptom. That's great. Okay, so by the way, congratulations, and
Thanks.
it always it makes me sad in a good way, but happy when I hear that I helped a mum, and I help a lot of
Yeah.
mums, by the way. So two kids. I mean, I got to tell you, I'm a twin. My brother Harrison. I've got a twin brother Harrison, and we gave my mums fucking hell. So I'm
Uh,
sure I know it was hard. I'm sure it was hard for you, right?
yeah, it is hard, but you know what? I moved outside. We lived on the beach for 4 days.
Yeah.
I Because I saw that there's a lot of sunny days coming, and we just took a tent and we lived on the beach on the sun, and we had a lot of fun. And that's
Oh,
when I saw that like some changes are coming, because it started to change the sound a little bit.
yeah.
But yeah, the scariest part, and my question is, why did it happen that in that second week I basically went deaf? It was so scary.
Right. So just again, I just want to make sure I get the timeline right. So
Yeah,
that was how long ago? So when you went to the beach, this was when you still had the symptoms,
yeah,
and then right before the symptoms went away, you went through these crazy fluctuations and
yeah,
deafness. So that's your question.
yeah,
Okay. Look, it can be many, many things. And I was talking before about the domino theory. So, yes, you'd obviously got the Pfizer vaccine for you was what set it off, obviously. So,
yeah.
obviously, I don't have to tell you this, but don't do that again.
No,
So,
never.
don't, and for people listening, if you haven't got any of them, don't get any of them. And
No.
if you have gotten one and if you're okay and you think getting the second one will be okay, don't be an idiot. Don't do it. It's
Mm,
very dangerous. Okay, so to be completely transparent with you, I have to tell you the truth. I'm not 100% sure as to why these fluctuations happen. Fluctuations of temporary deafness, fluctuations of going from one ear to the other, different noises, different tones, a ringing to a hissing. But what I can tell you, as almost a fact, is that when people are doing it right, they're applying my advice correctly, is that those fluctuations do happen. And
yeah,
I know that's not like the best answer ever and maybe not what you wanted to hear. And maybe one day I'll figure it out exactly what specifically it is that is causing these fluctuations. But I do just know that it practically happens to everyone. And so
okay.
I get people that contact me and say, oh my God, Liam, like it used to only be in my left ear, but now it's not in my left ear at all. It's in my right ear. It used to be a whirring and now it's a buzzing. And like, why does this happen? And yeah, I say the exact same thing to them. I say I have some theories, but none of them I've been really able to prove. But I can tell people that it just happens every time. Like
Yeah.
it never goes like a and then goes to silence. Like that was my
No,
impression of
because
tonight.
I was afraid. I was like, all right, I'm getting so much worse. Fuck it. And like, I was like, no, this is getting just so much worse. But then when it got worse, it got better in a way.
I'm I'm so glad you said that as well because that's
Mm.
also something that generally happens to people too.
Yeah.
Especially I tell you, I don't know if you fasted or not, but especially when people fast, because people think that I'll do a 3 day dry fast or a 2 day fast or whatever, and it'll just get lower and lower and lower during it, and then at the end it will stay that low. But usually what happens is during the fast it gets worse, And then when they break the fast, it gets much worse. But it's in the weeks and the months after the fast that it gets much, much better. So it's
Yeah.
after, yeah. So, and then people always think that, I don't know, as a society, and even I catch myself doing this sometimes, like, oh, we should, my progress should be linear. Like if a person's trying to lose weight or they're trying to make money or they're trying to, I don't know, do whatever it is, usually things almost always get, excuse me, more complicated and more worse before they get better.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's what I felt, that it went way worse before it got better.
yeah, but
And my other
yes.
question is, can it come back? Like, can it, like, now when I had this quiet, I've been so happy the past 3 4 days, but can I suddenly wake up and have it, oh, there it is again?
Uh, yes, but it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if you look, if I would, here's what I would suggest to you to try and mitigate that risk. But just so you know, if it comes back, it can go away again. So don't freak out.
Yeah.
But so I would suggest to you, whatever you've been doing, following my advice, keep doing it for another 3 months.
Okay.
As long as you're not losing too much weight or anything, then we might have to tweak it a little bit. As long as you're not, you know what I'm trying to say, like as long as
Yeah.
it's not tearing you apart, because it should never be doing that ever.
Yeah.
And then you can slowly bring back your life. But the thing is, people say to me, "Oh, well, Liam, when can I go back to my old life? I want to be able to drink a couple of glasses of wine at night. I want to have my morning coffee. I want to go out with my friends on the weekend, or I don't know what your lifestyle is, but I want to be able to have my pasta every night." And I say to them, "Well, you're asking me, Liam, when can I just fuck my life up again? When can
Yeah.
I just poison myself again and blah blah blah?" You can do that
Yeah.
stuff sometimes, but anything can come back. Cancer can come back to a person if they don't at least, you want to at least keep some of the changes you've made in order to keep silence in your life. And
Yeah.
that I'm not talking about like 5-day dry fasts or crazy stuff like that, but getting more sun, grounding.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Yeah, yeah, as you said, and that actually sounds lovely. Taking your 2 kids away. How old are your kids, by the way? Am I hearing them in the background?
Yeah, the Matilda, she's 5 months, and the boy, he's 4 years.
Oh wow, very young.
So, so I gave birth, and then the same week I got the vaccine, and then everything went bad.
Oh wow, that's. I gotta say, you got some fucking. That's well done.
Yes, first I thought that it's the side effect from the how do you call it, epidural, the one that you get in your back.
Yeah, for the pain, right?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
people can people get tinnitus from that too?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's going right into your spine, isn't it? The
Yeah,
epidural. And yeah, I mean, look, every medication on the planet, from aspirin to these vaccines, ranging from severity and dosages, they're neurotoxic and ototoxic. Like every medication has a potential to do that. But I would put my money on it being the vaccine, to be
yeah,
honest. Like, did you have an epidural with your son,
yeah. I did.
and it didn't cause you tinnitus?
No, nothing. Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
So I would say then, look, I mean, we're never going to know for sure,
No.
but I would say my money would be on it being the vaccine, because just
Yeah,
the numbers of, how you asked me before about messaging me on Instagram,
yeah.
of all those people who messaged me, about 90% of people who got the vaccine.
That's
And
crazy.
and yeah, and people, if you check the VAERS system and the yellow card system, it's insane. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable. Like hearing loss, and I won't even go because I'm going to put this on YouTube, so I can't even say too much or I'll get censored, which is a whole nother thing. But the
yeah,
amount of people, my clients, who are having their lives destroyed from this stuff is unreal. It's
yeah. I
unreal.
know. Yeah, I also got the visual snow, like floaters and all of that,
Oh yeah.
and that hasn't gone away. I'm
Okay, so
still
that hasn't.
struggling with that.
Is it getting worse or better, or what's happening?
It's the same. Yeah, it's just the same.
So did that come on at the same time as your tinnitus and your
It
hyperacusis?
came after.
It came after. And did it come on immediately or gradually or?
Uh, you know what? One day I woke up and I was like, "Whoa, what happened to my eyes?" I couldn't believe it. I got floaters and like those sparkles on the sky and after images and all of that.
Yeah, that's visual snow. That can go
Yeah.
away too. That might take, it seems like that'll take a little bit more time. Have you seen my testimonial of Vincent?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so I would check out, there's a testimonial. I know you're doing 50% of my advice at the moment. You might need to do just a little bit more. But
Yeah,
in terms of what more you should do, I got a great video for you which I think will help you. If you go on my Instagram and YouTube, there's a testimonial he's a bald guy, just so you can identify the video.
yeah.
His name's Vincent, and he fixed his visual snow, and his tinnitus is basically gone too. And he talks about exactly what he implemented.
All
So
right.
you might want to go watch that video after this,
Yeah.
and just go take some notes, and then slowly, not too quickly, not overnight, slowly start implementing what he did, and that should get rid of your visual snow.
All right. I will
Yeah,
watch it for sure.
yeah, definitely.
And
Cool.
I believe that it will go away as well. I mean, it's just a matter
Oh,
of time and good advices, and it
yeah.
will work out.
Absolutely. I mean, if you go and see an optometrist, they're going to say, "No, there's nothing we can do. Pay on the way out." But if you come to me, I'll say, "Yeah, just do this, and this, and give it some time and effort, and have some hope, and it'll just go away." Like
Yeah.
the amount of people I've fixed visual snow in is growing and growing. So don't
Yeah.
worry, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just don't even stress.
Can I just ask you the last question?
Yes, of course.
All of those people that got tinnitus and all of that from the vaccine, do you think that they are like damaged for the rest of their lives, or do you think that with advice and everything they can fix themselves, or it can just turn off by itself, or what's your opinion about that?
Yeah. So okay, these vaccines are causing many problems, many different issues. You know, for people who are getting myocarditis and pericarditis, that's for life. You can't do anything about that. But
Yeah.
for people who get tinnitus, that's fixable because I've fixed it so many times. At least the symptoms are going away. Look, these drugs didn't even pass any sort of clinical trial at all. They weren't safety tested, incredibly dangerous. And people let me give you an example. Like these got approved, but if you even want to call it a clinical trial, they didn't even factor in the medications that people might already be taking. So
Yeah.
someone could be taking a statin or a diabetes drug and take this jab and then just drop dead in an hour, and that's happening. That's happening.
Yeah.
But sorry, helicopter. But yeah, no, I think it's fixable.
Yeah.
And I'm not lying. As in, what I believe. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not trying to make everyone feel happy and hopeful. There are some things that, like as I said, myocarditis, you're fucked. Like if you
Yeah.
get myocarditis from the vaccine, like, I mean, dude, that's rough.
I had a lot of heart problems in the beginning as well, but that went away.
Yeah. Did you get an EKG?
Yeah, I did, but they didn't see anything.
Okay, well that's good then. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, because you might have had like some lacerations or inflammation, and then it would have been a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy. But yeah, no, I think that unless a person goes blind or starts losing limbs and fingers,
Yeah.
then it's fine. If they just have like visual snow and hearing problems and skin problems and digestive problems, then I think those are all fixable,
Yeah.
for sure.
I also believe that.
Yeah, and more and more people are seeing it, and
Yeah.
I've seen it so much over the last like 6 months. People getting better. That it's like, yeah, it's fixable. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Thanks for talking to you.
You are more than welcome. See you later.
Yes. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. It's very, very cool. I've never spoken to this woman in my life. Yeah, she said it herself. She messaged me on Instagram, but I don't answer that because I get too many. I get too many messages, and I just focus on Clubhouse and making content and writing a book and doing a new course for you guys, which I'm sure you're all going to love. You're going to love it. So now what we're going to do together is we are going to go through, where is it? We're going to go through a person who messaged me, and you'll see this on the screen too. Okay, so let's just read this together. This was yesterday. Hi Liam, first day at 1 out of 10 after 6 months. I'll keep you posted. Thank you. This person's name is Ernesto. No idea who this person is. And I said to them, you've had tinnitus for 6 months, or you've been applying my advice for 6 months? They said, I've been applying your course. I've got my course, which is, if you want to get silence, that's the best way to do it. Click below, get the course. It's the best. It's got the most testimonials in the world. End of story. So I've been applying my course for 6 months. Great. How long did you have tinnitus for? 4 years. Well done, mate. How did you get your tinnitus and how bad was it? And then here's a picture of them eating liver. Oh God, sorry about that. There's construction upstairs. Eating liver. they got tinnitus from acoustic trauma, very bad. Now, whether that was an explosion or a musical instrument or headphones or a concert, it's really irrelevant. And I said, yep, good on you. Give it another 3 or 4 months, I'm going to have complete silence. And they said, yep, keep you posted, good job. Tinnitus is not for life. Don't listen to your ENTs. I'll end it now because it's a construction. Have a great fucking day.